Hey guys, it's Shuana. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing my eyeshadow collection video. I did this about a year or so ago. I'll leave the link down below to my previous one. But my eyeshadow collection has grown like crazy since then. So I'm going to show you all the eyeshadow palettes that I own. I'm not going to be doing any swatches because there is a lot and this video is going to be very long, so grab a snack, sit down and check out my eyeshadow collection. I'm going to kind of do it like a vlog style, take it and show you guys like in my drawers rather than pulling everything out, because that will actually take longer. So if you want to see what and how much eyeshadow palettes that I own, then please keep on watching. Hey guys, so my palette drawer is not actually organized in a certain way. I just have way too many and I just don't even know how to like store this. I do have a lot more that's kind of like lying around everywhere. I'm going to show you this drawer and there's another drawer underneath. I'm going to show you those first, and I'm going to show you the other palettes that are just lying around because I've done a review or whatever. So let's start off with this drawer. This is my Malm drawers, Malm, I think, like Malm chest of drawers from IKEA, and I've just got like you know, palette organizers or like stationery organizer, book organizer kind of thing, and I've just like made it made the palette stand up so it's easy to, you know, see what's what. So let's start off. So I've got my Naked 3 palette, which my friend Laura gave me to test out because she doesn't like it. I actually haven't tested it out yet, so I need to. Then we have the Nude palette by The Balm, which I don't mind. It's a good palette. So yeah, I've got that. We've got the Too Faced Just Peachy Matte palette, which I absolutely love, only available in the US, exclusive to there, which is annoying. We've got the Colourpop All I See Is Magic palette from the Christmas 2017 collection. I love it. We've got the Chit Diva eyeshadow palette, which is really pretty. I've got the Colourpop Semi Precious palette. I've got the Bobbi Brown Holiday 2017 palette, the Caviar and Rubies collection. I've got a Z palette here with Inglot eyeshadows and a MAC blush. So we've got that there. I've got the Chocolate Gold palette by Too Faced. I've got the Natasha Denona Lila palette. I've got the Kylie Burgundy palette. I've got the Tarte Toasted palette. I've got the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, which was my first palette ever. If you guys want to see or want me to do a 3 looks using one palette, let me know and which palettes you want me to do, and I'll work my way through. You know, sometimes because I have so many, I neglect palettes. So if you tell me to use a certain palette, I'll do 3 looks using the same palette. So you can also see what different looks you can come up with. I've got the Juvia's Place, the Saharan palette. This is not an eyeshadow palette, it's a contour palette. I've got the Juvia's Place Nubian 2 palette. We've got 2 MUFE 25 pan palettes. I don't really love them. I've got the Natasha Denona Blue Purple palette. I've got few MUFE palettes at the back, the big ones, the 35 pan ones. So they're all there. I've got 35 OS 2, 35 OS, which is all shimmer. I've got 35S and 35R. Yeah. And here I've got some more palettes. So we've got that's face palette, let's ignore that. We've got the Viseart Warm Neutral Matte palette. We've got BYS Peach palette. We've got the Balm of Your Hands palette, which has like the best sellers all in one palette. We've got the Berries palette by BYS. We've got the Cosmic palette by BYS. We've got that's a face palette, so we'll ignore that one. We've got Tartlet in Bloom by Tarte. We've got Prism by Nastasia. We've got Sunset palette by Natasha. It was there, but I just kind of use it and put it anywhere really. We've got the Smoky palette by Urban Decay, Naked Smoky. We have Loreal Gold palette, Unzipped Gold. We've got Too Faced Sweet Peach. We've got Anastasia Modern Renaissance, which is my all-time favorite. We've got Ciate Chloe Morello Pretty Fun and Fearless palette. We've got Jeffree Star Androgyny palette. I've got two more like highlighting kind of palettes from BYS at the back. We've got Colourpop S Please palette at the back. We've got Zoeva Cocoa Blend and Caramel Melange. We've got another BYS face palette and a Becca Chrissy Teigen face palette. On this side we have the Rimmel Magnifies eyeshadow palette. So I've got actually like 1, 2, 3, 4 all different color, like, you know, versions. I've got a Chi Spices palette. Then I have the Natasha Holiday Aries palette. That's the Rockstar palette by Model's Own. It's an eyeshadow palette. I've got a face palette from NYX. I've got two Avant Pop NYX palettes. I've got another holiday palette, the Joya one from Natasha Denona. Too Faced Peanut Butter and Jelly palette. Neutral Matte by Visyard. Sleek highlighting palette. Narcissist. It's the L'Amour Toujours. Okay, it's an eyeshadow palette from Nars. We've got the Comfort Zone palette by Wet n Wild. We've got the Milani Earthy Elements palette. We've got Sleek Idewine Sunset eyeshadow palette. We have the Ablaze, I think. No, this is Sultry eyeshadow palette by Smashbox. We've got Sleek like blush palette and a Maybelline Master Bronze palette. So that's a lot. Sorry, I'm going through it really quick. I can't open it and show you. That's why if you want to see anything in particular, can you please let me know? And I will do 3 looks using the same palette, so you can see. I'm going to start that series. As you guys know, I am going to India, so I'm taking a few palettes to India, and I'll start with those first. But with everything else, I will do when I get back. That's a face palette by Barry M. This is the second drawer down. We've got Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. I've got the Juvia's Magic palette. I've got Kat Von D, Mi Vida Loca, but from 2015, I guess. We've got Colourpop Dust Till Dawn eyeshadows. I've got a couple of Chi lip palettes. I've got the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Volume 3 palette. I've got Smashbox like blush palette. I've got the Tartelette Flirt palette. This is new and it's very, very pretty. We've got the Kylie. My friend got me this for Christmas. I've got Naughty and Nice from Kylie Cosmetics. We've got Colourpop Dream Street, collaboration with Kathleen Lights. I love that one. This is a Marc Jacobs contour thing. I've got the Warm Obsession and Electric Obsession from Huda Beauty. That's the 9-pan palettes. We've got the Flirt palette by Tarte. Flirt, no, this is Tease. That was Flirt. We've got I'm Getting Sunburned Trio by Wet n Wild. We've got MAC Burgundy ×9 palette. Meet Matrimony by The Balm. Lid Lingerie by NYX. I've got a Lakme 9 to 5 Eye Color Quad from India. Lakme is a brand from India, and This is in Tanjore Rush. I love the green in there. We've got the Rimmel Magnifies palette. We've got a Clarins Contour palette. No, not contour. It's an eyeshadow palette. We've got Faces palette. I got this in India. Sleek Face palette, BYS Face palette. Vicia Petite Pro. It's a mini. We've got a Shuanabeauty eyeshadow palette. That's their limited edition, so there's like no point in mentioning those. We've got ColourPop, not ColourPop, sorry, CoverGirl Golden eyeshadow palette, which is like apparently a dupe for Naked Palettes by Urban Decay. I've got another Faces palette, really pretty shades in there. They're not a palette, but you know, like quints, I guess. We've got the e.l.f. blush palette, the Charlotte Tilbury face palette, and I've got the Marc Jacobs eyeshadow palette in Scandalust. This one there, the iconic ones. So those are the eyeshadow palettes in the drawer. Now I'm going to go around the house and try to find the palettes that are not in the drawers because they're just chilling outside, but they're meant to be in the drawers. So first of all, we have the Subculture from Nastasia. So you guys know that I don't like that palette, so that's why it's outside, because it's going to be in my February fails, or just fails in general. I actually do not like that palette. I'm sick of it and I hate it. We've got the BYS Festival palette. I haven't used it yet. That's why it's out. It's very colourful. It's very, very pretty. So we've got the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette. I'm packing this with me to India. We've got the Huda Desert Dusk palette, which I love. Then we have the Juvia's Place Masquerade palette. I love this as well. We've got the Balm Nude Beach palette. Very, very pretty. I love this palette so much. Urban Decay Electric palette. This is a ColourPop like magnetic palette, and it's got single ColourPop shadows and a single blush. I've got the Natasha Denona Brown Green palette. Got the Smoky Obsessions by Huda Beauty. We've got the Ablaze by Smashbox, and Mauve Obsessions by Huda Beauty. Sorry, just like random things lying around. Alright, and the final products palettes I have here, is one's the Tarte Magnetic palette, and it's got just like my Coloured Rain single shadows, and there's a couple of MAC. My blush broke, that's a MAC blush. And then I have a Z palette with Makeup Geek eyeshadows and some MAC shadows. So yeah. Anyway guys, those were all the eyeshadow palettes that I own. So palettes and like trios and quads, I guess. But really hope that you enjoyed. I'm sorry if this felt rushed. I wanted to do it so like quick, so you're not sitting here for like years. But like I said, let me know whatever you want for me to do. 3 looks using one palette, or just a tutorial, or a review, just swatches. Just let me know what you want to see, and I would love to do that. But that is it for this video. Really hope that you enjoyed. Please give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next video.